Welcome back to another video. I think this is video 30 now, so still going strong. Had a break-even week this week. Well, I guess technically slightly unprofitable. Lost about $95, but nothing crazy. A bit of a slow week, especially the beginning. Didn't get anything on until Thursday, but doesn't really bother me doing that. Monday I think I just got off pretty early, and then Tuesday and Wednesday nothing much really happened. But let's just jump right into what I did take. So we'll just go from Friday. So obviously last week we had like an insanely big pump up because of the war and whatnot. I was looking for shorts pretty much the whole week until Friday. So I wasn't actually really able to capitalise on too many longs this week, but there weren't really that many setups, to be fair. It has kind of shown me what one of my weaknesses are, and I've realised also from backtesting as well that in kind of trending markets or like all-time highs when we're pumping or dumping, I prefer being kind of counter trend, and I struggle to keep trusting that it's going to go lower or higher. And at all-time highs, like, because there's no ceiling, I'm struggling to trust whether it's going to keep going up. But it's just something to work on. But yeah, so this ended up being the all-time high on Friday, and because we've been pumping up higher so much this week, I kind of just accepted that it's going to keep going higher. So I went long, and I'll just show you the framework here. So dropped into this 15-minute gap. Really nice respect on that. Obviously with these gaps here, but it's so bullish, so I'm just kind of anticipating price to trade through those. But we ended up dropping down here, having a failure swing. I think we had an SMT actually on these lows here. Had a nice displacement higher, closed through these candles, and I believe that we did close through a high time frame gap here. Had a drop down into this 2-minute gap here, and then had a nice displacement out of that. Stop at the low, targeting that all-time high. I think this was the best thing I could have gotten today or on Friday. So yeah, I'm fairly happy with that, and ended up taking a winner as well. And I followed the model well, which is of the utmost importance. But it ended up being a high resistance liquidity run. Had a bit of heat here, but 10:30 things seemed to clear up. So displaced, went break even, and got out that high. Moving on to Thursday. Let's take a look. I ended up losing on Thursday, and this should have been a break-even week. Well, I mean, I guess it technically is really, but ended up taking a loss on Thursday. I accidentally oversized a little bit and took a $600 loss instead of a $500. But nothing major. So and I got re-swept out as well, and then it ran. So we basically had a 4-hour gap down here. Had this really nice sweep at the open. I mean, textbook, massive displacement lower. 1 minute gap here. 9:30 was so volatile. Let's get this going. The setup basically took 4-hour gap right here. Enter on this candle confirmation, stop at the high, and then just holding for a 1-to-1, go break even at this gap here. But obviously I would what happened was pretty much got stopped out immediately, re-swept out, and then price managed to run down there. But it would have been a break even anyway, because, well, we tapped the 4 hour gap on this candle. I would have gone break even there and stopped out break even. But yeah, so that was a bit unfortunate, but you know, followed the model. There was a 2 minute gap up here which we didn't tap into, but because I actually entered at 9:36, I'm not anticipating price to run up and rebalance, have a deeper retracement when it's so volatile, especially given this candle here. So this was a pretty decent trade, and I'm happy with this. Got re-swept out. Yeah, a bit unfortunate, but who cares. But yeah, accidentally oversized a little bit and took a $600 loss, which is why I'm kind of at minus 100 for the week. But yeah, ended up banging, ended up hitting, and usually I would like my TP to be just above a draw, but because we've been so bullish and I'm kind of expecting a big down move, and for the most part, most of my take profit is kind of before that. I'd say like, yeah, I want about 60.6 to be before, if I'm going to take. If it's kind of over that and it's like mostly in here, I'll probably avoid the trade. But yeah, anyway, that's fairly slow week, pretty much a break even. Let's see what next week. Obviously we're all-time highs now, and we have a lot of gaps that need rebalancing. So I would like to see a move down, but we'll probably just continue to pump. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Yeah, probably definitely take out this high at some point, this weekly high. Yeah, hopefully next week we'll get a little drop down into this new weekly gap that's going to form. But yeah, early next week I'd like to see a drop down into these gaps. Obviously we're very extended right now. I'd see get around here, that'd be nice, and then move higher during the week. Give me some framework, give me some targets to trade to instead of just the sky. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me. That's gonna be it from me today. If you're watching, thanks for watching. Drop a subscribe and a like. Would be greatly appreciated. But I think that's gonna be everything. Until next time.